at the RISC-V Summit in Barcelona. I'm meeting up with Zdeněk Přikryl, and he is from Codasip.
So what we provide is a bunch of RISC-V IPs. We have a wide selection starting from the low half embedded up to the application class CPU in the multi-core cluster. Those are RISC-V based, fully compliant. And then on top of that we provide a tool which is called Codasip Studio, by which you can customize them, you can add differentiation points, you can add innovations in them. So the point here is that instead of reinventing the wheel, as you mentioned, starting from scratch, you can start with something that's already there, it's already verified. So it's not an example, it's not a template that we provide, it's a full-blown, fully verified core that you can start with, and you can focus on the thing that matters to you. Maybe you can add instructions, maybe you can remove instructions. Maybe you can do microarchitecture optimizations because you have some special RTL block that you need to have there. Coprocessor interfaces, accelerators, all of that is possible.
All of that is available, and in Codasip Studio that enables you to actually customize the existing IPs you provide.
Exactly.
Correctly. So I think for a lot of companies that is the big question, because RISC-V looks interesting, is interesting. You can basically develop and design your own silicon in the end. That is what it is. But for a lot of people, a lot of companies, that might be a bit too much. I feel you are providing a sort of a shortcut into this whole development with Codasip Studio.
That's correct. So the thing is that what a studio can do for you is that you can start with the baseline. Again, you can pick and choose whatever you want from the baseline that we provide, the IPs that we have, and then you can add the thing. Let's say that you would like to add instruction because you are doing some DSP operations or DSP applications. Then what you need to do is you need to just model these instructions in our language that we call Codel, and then you add it to the already existing IP, you press a button, and in the end of the day, it's not just the RTL that you get out of that, you get also the verification tools, test benches, random program generators. You also get the SDK that consists of LLVM-based compiler that's fully aware of instructions, and this instruction can use automatically. But it's not only compiler that you get, because you also get, of course, low-level programming tools like assembler or linker, but also executable models like ISS, simulators, profilers, debuggers, and so on. So you get pretty much everything to explore whether the step that you did, maybe a new instruction, is right or the wrong.
Now, all what you're explaining here, etc., is that purely RISC-V, or are there additions to this? Are there other possibilities?
Okay, so Codasip is indeed RISC-V based company, so our IPs are primarily RISC-V based, but in fact Studio is not limited to RISC-V. So if you are looking for small DSP, tiny, super embedded core, you can have any ISA in the end of the day. It can be customized ISA, it can be your old ISA because you developed something in the past. You can just remodel that really easily in your studio, and you get the benefit of the new LLVM compilers, SDKs, and so on, and maybe even better implementation in the end of the day. So although our IPs are indeed RISC-V based, the studio is generate and allow pretty much any ISA.